Hello, my name is Newbie. I'm a 22-year-old old lady at heart with way too many hobbies, so I've started talking about them online. It's currently Sunday, August 10th, and I'm sitting down to do some crochet because I realized I have way too much yarn and I need to use it as soon as possible so I can get new yarn as it goes. I've got a huge stack on my desk here beside me. Let me show you. Whole stack here of all these earth tones, as well as some Karen cakes that came in. These are way softer than I thought they'd be, but the yarn is teeny tiny. It's like thread thin if I can grab a piece here. It's itty bitty. I've never worked with yarn so thin, but I have all these here beside me because, of course, knowing me, I was scrolling through on Pinterest and I saw this free pattern for this pumpkin inspired hat and I think it is too cute. So I've got the video pulled up here. It's only about 40 minutes. The creator on YouTube is RepeatCrafterMe. And I am going to be sitting down to work on this hat because, like I've mentioned a couple times in some previous videos, I would love to start selling at my local farmer's market and I need something to sell. And since it's August and kind of like the fall season is coming into full swing here soon, even though it's been 90 degrees in Tennessee, I want to make a couple things and see if I can sell. I bought some pumpkin puree the other day. I'm thinking about making some like scones or pumpkin muffins, have some pumpkin-y fall themed desserts as well as some fall themed items like those little Halloween-y cookie pillows I want to make, as well as now this beanie because I think it's something that I would wear at any time of year. But I'm not sure if anyone else would, but we'll see. I'm gonna make some. And then I have the Karen cakes beside me because I'm going to get started on making my third Betty McKnit star blanket. She has a wonderful pattern. I cannot get enough of it. I have one over on my bed, actually, I can show you. Excuse the cat hair, but this is my original star blanket. It's a full-size bed. I love it so much. I used mandala yarn to get the colorway I wanted out of it, and it was absolutely wonderful. It took me almost 2 weeks to make it, and I'm hoping not to have my nieces done in that 2 weeks. I'm fine if it takes a month. We're in no rush for it. She's going off to college and I'm really proud of her, so I'm trying to get her a little piece of home to like remember all of us over here because she's going really far away. Which makes me so sad. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say hello, tell you what I'm working on. I'm gonna start on this beanie. I'm not sure about the colors I chose because in theirs they use this kind of carrot-y orange for the base, and I don't really have another orange other than the orange I'm gonna use for the pumpkins. So I was thinking about doing the bulk of the hat in the cream color I have. This is mostly all just red heart yarn. In the cream color I have, or the white, and then I have this butter yellow that a lot of people like nowadays, but I don't think it would go well with the beanie. So I think I've decided all this yarn, I'm going to do the bulk of the hat in this yellow ochre and hopefully see how it goes. I think it's a nice color palette. It shouldn't be too ugly because altogether they don't look awful. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm going to follow this pattern along. I will link it in the description if anyone's interested. I'm gonna get started on some crocheting, so welcome to my Sunday crochet marathon. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. The beanie only says it's 40 minutes. I might have said that already, so I'm hoping to have at least one beanie done, and I want to have the initial rows of my niece's star blanket done as well. I'm gonna start with the pink. I have 2 balls of each, the pink and the green, and I want to end with the green, so I'm gonna have the center be the pink. So let's see how far I can get with my little crocheting today. There's a whole little mini ball in here. Oh, and that's gonna take forever to unwind. Ugh. Okay, whatever. It's whatever. Ooh. This is like thread. If I'm correct, it's a 4mm. Yeah, no, it's a 4-weight yarn. and they recommend a 4.5mm hook. I'm probably gonna start off with a 4 and then work up to maybe a 5. For Betty McKnit, I believe she recommends using a hook size that's 2 sizes bigger than the recommended size for the yarn, but then it's gonna make the blanket, one, work up faster, yes, but also I feel like it's gonna add a lot of holes in it. It's not gonna be very warm, because I have made it before, and I liked my decision with the first 2 blankets of using a smaller size hook than the yarn would even recommend, and just keeping everything a lot denser and tighter together. Takes longer to make, you use more yarn, but I think the overall product is a lot nicer. Oh, finally coming to an end. I just have this little bit left. I had to cut off a bit of the yarn. It was truly thread thin at one point. Okay, almost. Oh, don't flop around. Oh. Alright, that's just knotted. I'm not dealing with it. Alrighty, so let's see. I have a little pack of hooks. I have a million other hooks too. I just happened to buy these to keep them all a little more organized. So what's this blue one? 3.75. Do I want to start? Ooh, let's see. I have a 3.75 and then a 4.25. Might start with 3.75, and then when I need to increase, I'll go to a 4.25. Okay, that's what I'll do. Oh, I've never used a hook so small. It's an F. It's itty bitty compared to, I believe, about 5 is my favorite. Yeah. Compared to a 5, oh, it's so small. It's tiny. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Ugh, okay. Well, step 1 of any crochet project, you make a slip knot. If you don't know how to make a slip knot, you just wrap the yarn around your hand. I do like my first 2 fingers, my index and my ring, and I loop it around twice. I go through and I pull that first loop forward, and then I grab the other loop, and then you just pull tight, and it makes a little slip knot, and you can put your hook through it. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it just ripped. Oh no. Oh, that's not starting off good. Don't do that to me. Now it works. Okay. Just can't show anyone how to do it. Well, I'm going to get started on this. Let me bump you up a little bit. Alright. And let's see how far I can get. Let me pull my video up. Because even though I've done this a million times, I still... Oh, that's not what I want. I want the setup one. Where's the setup one? There it is. Alright, I found the right one. So I'm gonna sit and work on this, and I'll give you an update when I have one. I'm not done with the setup rounds just yet, but I am about this far. I've done I haven't done a full repeat. We're getting to the point where we're making the star points and really getting those segmented in. This yarn feels so fragile. I don't know if I like it for the blanket, and I halfway think I might have to put a backing on it because there's so many holes, which that's how the pattern is, and I knew that, but oh, I don't know if it's gonna be very warm, but I'm gonna try. But I feel like I have to like very carefully crochet through, as I feel like the yarn's gonna snap at any second, even though it feels pretty secure when I tug on it. Oh, I've never worked with yarn this small. It's taking so long. I'm only 20 minutes into the tutorial and it's been like an hour. Like, ugh. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going, just giving an update. It's going slowly and the yarn feels like it's gonna snap at any second. I don't have any stitch markers, so I use paper clips. They work perfectly fine. Alright, and setup rounds 7, I believe, are completed. It's starting to curl a little bit, which I'm not too happy about. I'm trying to keep my tension really loose because I don't want to go up in a hook size just yet. It's a little too soon. So I'm trying to limit, I tend to pull my tension really tight, and I'm really trying not to with this yarn, which is hard because it's so small. I'm trying to keep a grip on it, but it's going okay. I think I only have 2 more rounds of repeats. Oh no, this was round 6, excuse me. And then after that I have a round of double crochet, maybe 2 rounds of double crochet. I don't know. I'm on round 6, or about to start 7 of 9. So I'm almost done with this, and then I'm excited to work on the little beanie. Well, it's a couple hours later. I feel like I always try to be this positive person, but right now I'm not feeling so positive because nothing has been going my way. As soon as I started crocheting, well, let me show you. I jacked up the star blanket because I ended up using red when I was supposed to use purple, because she wants I'm doing purple and green. She wants pink and green. I'm doing purple and green because if I did this in green, I feel like it looks too Christmassy, and I didn't notice it until I'd been working on it for 2 hours, and then for 2 hours this is all I could get done, and so I was a little frustrated with that. So I took a break from the star blanket. I set it aside, like, you know what, I'm gonna work on the hat. I'm gonna do something different, change gears. Instead of pulling this apart and redoing it, I'll just do the cute little hat. Cute little hat was not going so well after this is the cute little hat at the moment, and I've given up. I've cut off all my yarn. I'm not dealing with it anymore. I had my doubts about it as soon as I went from the yellow into the striped, the pumpkin part. I hate the yellow. The yellow looks awful. And I feel like black would have been much better, or just to keep it white like I was going to do. That would have looked nice, but I didn't come to that conclusion until I'd already done all the yellow. I'd done, what is it, 10 rows of yellow. And then I'm following along with the video as well as the pattern from her website. And her pumpkins look so cute because she's doing the baby sized. I'm doing the adult size, and so the cluster stitches to make the pumpkins for the baby size look proportional to the hat, whereas on the adult size they just look like little dots, which kind of, I guess you could say, are oranges. But even for the adult sizing, it doesn't fit on the head, like, at all. It just kind of sits there. It doesn't go down. There's no stretch, which that's probably has to do with the cheap Red Heart yarn I used. Oh, but nothing's been going well, and I'm about to pull all this apart and pull the star blanket apart, and I guess we will try again tomorrow, because I wanted to do this just for today, like, oh, a cute little crochet day, let's do a little star blanket, start that, and let's do a cute little hat, and I can sell it, I can go and do little things at the farmer's market, and a little lady comes up like, oh, what's that, like, oh, it's the hat I made, thank you. Oh, nothing was going well. Nothing was going well. It's just not been my day. And I'm gonna stay positive about it because I'm only moping around about my crochet not working, because this is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a hobby. So I'll see you again tomorrow, where we are going to do the star blanket in the correct color, in the purple, so it doesn't look like Christmas with the green. And then scrapping the hat. I'm annoyed with the hat. So we're probably gonna go and do a cute little blueberry pie purse if I have time. I am working quite a bit tomorrow. I'm gearing up for a 60-hour work week. So I don't know how much energy I'll have after work, but definitely gonna restart the star blanket. And I guess I'll talk to you when I get that color changed. I'm gonna tie that back on. I'm not wasting this yarn, it's too expensive. Ugh. Nothing's going right. 'Cause everything sucks. I will say, I am also worried about this, the Karen cakes being so fragile. I know a lot of people really like these, and I've seen a lot of people make the star blanket with these because of the pretty color phasing. It looks so lovely. I am worried about the practical use of this blanket later on, with just how fragile this yarn is, and it breaks so easily. I'm worried that my niece is gonna get like a toe stuck somewhere, like one of these little holes, and it's just gonna completely shred it. Actually, that's not bad. I would worry about getting a toe stuck and get it completely shredding it. And there it goes again. Alright, am I... Oh, I don't wanna just not. Oh no. Okay, worry about that some other time. Oh, I will restart with the purple. Anyway, I unwound it. It went very well. Oh. No, I've heard someone say never do your hobbies late at night, like never sew late at night, because nothing ever goes well. Don't crochet late at night, even though I started crocheting at 2 p.m. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then I got distracted because the feller came over, and I made him bring me ice cream. Oh, and then I hated the hat, and oh, nothing's gone well. Nothing has gone well today. But I learned not to use yellow. I learned I don't like this yellow color anymore, even though I have probably 20 of these from a long time ago when I first tried to make a blanket when I was 12 or so. And I didn't like it. I liked the stitch I used, but the stitch I used was not good for like a warm blanket. It was more suited for a decorative throw blanket. And I just never finished it. I think I worked on it for a couple weeks. I had probably 14 hours into it. I remember crocheting it, and then my dad just being amazed that I could even make something like that. Like, oh, I'm just following a YouTube tutorial, like I always do. Oh, but it did not go well, so no yellow. The yellow was not in my favor today. and make sure I'm using the right color. Make sure I'm using the right color. That has been the theme of today, not using the right color. I can't believe I did that with the star blanket. Oh, 2 hours. And then I had probably, let's see, 4, 5, 6, like 3 hours into this hat, all just to hate it. But I learned. I was realizing I didn't like the colors of the hat, but I did stick through it enough to see how the pumpkins were done. And then you had to do this really long double crochet stitch where this is the working area, and so you went down like behind the green vines and then catching a stitch below in this round here and then bringing up to make one really long double crochet to fill this gap. That was nice. I learned that. I learned something. And I was gonna stick it out to learn how to do the ribbed border, but I could not be bothered. I could not be bothered. I was too mad about the yellow. Once I had to switch the yellow after this, like, you know what? No yellow. No yellow for me. I'm not that happy tonight. Anyway, see you tomorrow for take 2. Take 2 of everything. Take 2 a star blanket. Take 2 on something fun, I guess. Something that's not star related. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit since I talked to you. I last spoke to you on Sunday. It's Thursday. I had all the right intentions to keep on crocheting through the week, but I've been so mad about this dang star blanket and the hat that I just have not wanted to look at it. It's been sitting on my desk over here and I'm just like, nope, don't see it. Oh, I tried taking apart the beginning of the star blanket again today when I could finally stand to look at it again, and the yarn just keeps snapping. I don't know if I just got a bad batch or if this is just how the Karen cakes are, because so many people like them. They're incredibly soft, but I guess they're just super fragile because it is a thinner yarn. So I won't even say the yarn isn't that good because it is quite thin. So I guess it's understandable that it would be, but I had the thought today that I don't even want to use this yarn for my star blanket now, for my niece that I'm making, and I'm gonna use it anyway because I paid for it and it was too expensive to not use it. So I had an idea. It may be incredibly ugly or it may look kind of cute. I want to take both the purple and the green and double strand them to, one, make a thicker yarn that would hopefully withstand me pulling on it better, or just throughout normal use of a blanket. And I feel like it would work the colors in a way that would be interesting. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take the purple. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I think I'll start with the purple. I'm going to take the middle of the purple and work in the outside of the green. So that way it's purple and this pale green for the beginnings of the blanket, and then it'll go into the pinkish color in the middle of the purple to white, while with the green it would go into a lighter green and then a darker green. So you get this kind of morphing gradient throughout the blanket. I think that would be pretty. Or maybe I'm just lying to myself because I have to use this yarn and I can't refund it and I have nothing that I would possibly ever use it for. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sitting back down with Miss Betty McKnit and I'm going to do attempt number 2 on this star blanket, and I finally have come over my debacle fiasco again on Sunday of just using the wrong colors. And you know what, even for the hat, I don't hate the yellow. It's a lot brighter on my phone. The yellow isn't that bad. It still doesn't fit me, but it's not awful. It's not as bad as I thought it was. But anyway, starting on the star blanket, just keeping you updated about what's going on, and hopefully I can get a good start on this. And I'm hoping this color shift looks okay, because apparently I don't choose good colors, but I have to use it. So starting over, take 2.
And I don't recommend starting with a magic ring. One, two.
I like this so much better. It's looking so good. Oh, there's texture so soft. Yeah, it looks good.
Okay,
I'm very happy so far.
1, 2, 3.
I will say it is really hard to see my stitches and to count them because the colors are so mixed up. What's going on in that one? I think I need a second one in that one. Oh, and I keep losing one of my yarns. But other than that, this is great. This is going good. We're doing the setup rounds. There's 9 rows of the setup round. And then after that, then you repeat the same set of 7 rounds over and over. Did I do 3? No, I just did 2. I did good. Alright, I'm getting distracted. I can't talk. Oh, and I didn't mention, after I say I just can't talk, I decided to start with the green. I liked the idea of having a darker middle of the blanket and then fading into the more eye-appealing purple pink. I would call it purple. Some people would call it pink. She wanted pink, but the closer color I had to pink was red, and then with the green, you already know, it looked like Christmas. It was awful. So, purple, we shall call it 28. Yep. I have 28. Little check-in. I've been crocheting for an hour and a half. I started at 8. It is around 9:34. It's coming along so good. Oh, it feels so much, I might have said this already, it feels so much sturdier doing the 2 strands of the yarn. Currently it's about this big, almost the size of my face. Well, about the size of my face, yeah. I'm about to start rounds 8. So I just have round 8 and 9 and then I'm done with the setup rounds. And then I get into the repeat rounds. And I am noticing I'm getting a little bit of curling. So after these setup rounds, I'm going to change my hook size from a 425 to a 5 because I don't have anything in between a 425 and a 5. But no, it's going wonderful. I'm feeling so much better than I was on Sunday. Oh, I was so mad Sunday. But I'm just gonna keep chucking along and I will show you when I have finished these next 2 rows. Final update before I call it a night. This is the setup rows for the blanket. It turned out to be such a good size. It's bigger than my hand. I am a little worried that I'm going to use a ton of this yarn. I haven't used as much from the outside, but the inside's looking awfully sparse and it's making me nervous that I only have 1 more of those. It's currently 10:06 and I am done with the crochet for tonight. I'm so sleepy. I don't normally stay up this late. Normally I'm an 8 o'clock kind of lady because I wake up so early for work. But I am headed to bed and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got this crochet to work. It looks wonderful so far. I like the green and the white. I'm not gonna say I don't like it because I'm not gonna restart again, but it looks okay. Oh, and I've got a baby with me, little Zelda. But yeah, so far my 3rd star blanket, 2nd attempt on my 3rd one, is going all right. And I don't know if I said this before, I'm not trying to do this in 6 days. like the 6-day star blanket challenge that's been going around. I'm not doing this in 6 days. I do not have the time to do this in 6 days. Normally if I was going to, let's see, my first star blanket, the blue one I showed you earlier, that one took me 2 weeks. I did try and do that one in 6 days. It did not go well. I've got the timestamps for it still, I think. That's about right here. If you were nosy and you want to know. And then my baby blanket that I have a series of shorts on my channel about. That one I think I finished in 5 days, but it was the baby blanket size, which I think normally the whole 6-day challenge for the Betty McKnit star blanket does come from the baby blanket size and not the full length size if you do the full pattern with all its repeats. And even after you do as many repeats as the pattern has marked out, you can still make it larger or smaller, whatever you want. If you want to throw a size, a queen size, or if you want a king size, if you want to go crazy. But the pattern is what you make it. I am going for a full size with this one, same as my blue one on the bed. But it's turning out well. I hope my niece likes it. If she doesn't, I will gladly have it back because it is incredibly soft. And I think it'll work up quick enough. This is such an easy pattern where you can just turn your mind off and crochet. As long as you're good at keeping up with counts, you can just keep up with your counts, throw on a movie, and then just crochet a little heart away, and it's wonderful. I am saying goodnight, and thank you for coming along with me on this mild roller coaster of a crochet video. More of roller coaster from Sunday. I got mad and then decided Thursday that I had calmed down enough and was just over the first attempt at this blanket and the hat that I could continue. Nevertheless, I have continued and I'm very happy with how everything's going. Stay tuned for updates on things that I'm planning on crocheting for my little farmer's market excursion. I have made some phone calls to, not the owners, I would say, more like the property managers of my local farmer's market to see if I can like get a booth and like what permits I would need or anything like that. Nobody's called me back. So I'm about to harass them some more just to make sure, or else I'm just going to show up in my car and we'll just see how it goes. Wait till somebody comes and kicks me out because I don't have the right forms because nobody's telling me anything. But anyway, y'all have a lovely night and I will see you for my next update. Bye!